Kyle Richards not happy at home. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Kyle Richards has made an unfortunate discovery in her home. Kyle is learning the reality of being a dog mom. Kyle is a dog mom to 7 pooches. She recently posted on Instagram an unfortunate event that took place in her home thanks to one of her furry family members. Kyle Richards is not happy. Kyle Richards took to Instagram to vent her frustration at one of her dogs. The reality star posted a video of one of her rugs torn and shredded by one of her fur babies. In the video, Kyle questions who destroyed her rug. Kyle quickly concluded that it was her Bernese mountain dog Georgie who was responsible for the mess. Kyle said in her Instagram video, "Who did this? Who did that?" She questioned as her dogs sat by the mess. Kyle continued, "That's very bad, Georgie. Why would you do this? Why would you rip up this little rug mat? That is not good. Lay down. I'm not happy right now. Don't try to be cute now." Georgie responded by plopping in the kitchen floor, giving Kyle puppy dog eyes, trying to act innocent. Georgie comes home. Kyle Richards welcomed Georgie into her family in February 2024. Georgie has been with Kyle for about 8 months now and is full of energy. Kyle originally took Georgie after she learned that Georgie's original owner was unable to keep her. Kyle's intention was to find Georgie a good home. Kyle Richards is an animal lover and agreed to find Georgie a new home. The Beverly Hills wife agreed to take the pup in, and Georgie quickly became a foster failure. In an Instagram post, Kyle said, "I purposely didn't name her so I didn't get attached. While I was looking for the right home for her, well, I found one. I have always wanted a Bernese mountain dog, and it felt like she was meant to be ours." Georgie joined Kyle's pack, making the number of dogs in the house a total of 7. Georgie is also joined by 2 German Shepherds named Luna and River, a Golden Retriever named Bambi, mixed-breed dogs named Storm and Smokey, and a Pomeranian named Romeo. Kyle Richards, pack leader and caregiver. Kyle Richards has revealed that she is the primary caregiver to her 7 dogs. She says, "I do all the work with my dogs. My kids, of course, when we adopt a dog, they say, 'I'm gonna help, I'm gonna help,' and then don't." She continued, "They're all mine. My husband thinks 7 dogs is a lot, but the other day we saw a puppy and I sent him a picture. And when I got home he said, 'Why isn't that dog here?' That to me was my green light. To me, that means we're looking for a dog." Kyle Richards leaned against the pristine marble countertop of her sprawling Encino estate, absently swirling a glass of iced tea. The house was eerily quiet, a stark contrast to the usual buzz of activity. The silence was deafening. It had been months since Mauricio had moved out, their marriage unraveling like the hem of an old couture dress. She had convinced herself she was fine, that she had everything she needed. Her daughters, her friends, her career, but there was a lingering feeling she couldn't shake. Restlessness. She glanced around the kitchen, its gleaming perfection now feeling sterile, as though it belonged in a magazine spread rather than a home. The air felt different, heavier. For years, she had played the role of the perfect wife, the fun mom, the loyal sister, the reality star, balancing it all with the grace of a Beverly Hills swan gliding across a diamond-studded lake. But something was off now, and she didn't know how to fix it. Her phone buzzed, snapping her out of her daze. It was a text from Teddy. "Teddy, morning lady. Yoga at 11. Kyle exhaled and forced a smile. Teddy was a constant, a rock, always ready to dissect every feeling, every headline, every passive-aggressive Instagram comment. But even Teddy's unwavering support couldn't erase the uncertainty gnawing at Kyle's mind. Kyle, maybe later, just not feeling it today. Her phone dinged almost immediately. "Teddy, you okay? Want me to come over?" Kyle stared at the screen. She loved Teddy, but she didn't want to be coddled right now. "Kyle, I'm good, just taking it easy." She set her phone down and wandered through the house, her bare feet padding across the cool marble floors. The walls were lined with family photos, smiling holiday portraits, snapshots from Bravo parties, magazine covers. A perfect life captured in frames. But was it really perfect? Her heart clenched as her eyes landed on a framed picture of her and Mauricio from their vow renewal in 2021. She remembered how, at the time, she had clung to the idea that renewing their vows would solidify their forever. The dress, the flowers, the heartfelt words, it had all been real. But looking back, had it been an attempt to convince herself more than anyone else? She sighed and walked to the living room, sinking into the plush white sofa. She should be happy. She had so much: success, beauty, money, a life many would kill for. But the thing about Beverly Hills is that perfection is a performance, and Kyle was getting tired of the act. A knock at the door startled her. She wasn't expecting anyone. She padded to the front entry and pulled open the heavy wooden door to find Dorrit standing there, oversized sunglasses perched on her nose. Her platinum hair pulled into a sleek ponytail. In her hands was a perfectly wrapped gift box with a ribbon that screamed, "Luxury Boutique Gifting Service." "Dorrit," Kyle said, surprised. "What are you doing here?" Dorrit pulled off her sunglasses and pursed her lips. "You didn't answer my text this morning, and I had a feeling you weren't in the mood to talk, so I decided to just show up." Kyle sighed. "I appreciate it, but I brought chocolate," Dorrit interjected, pushing past her into the house. "And before you say anything, it's the good kind. Artisan. Imported from Paris. It won't solve your problems, darling, but at least it'll taste expensive." Kyle smirked to spite herself. "Fine. You get a pass." Dorrit set the box down and flopped onto the couch with a dramatic sigh. "All right, let's cut to the chase. You're miserable, aren't you?" Kyle hesitated before answering. "I don't know if miserable is the right word." Dorrit arched a perfectly sculpted brow. "Then what is the right word?" Kyle let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding. "Lost." Dorrit nodded knowingly. "It makes sense. Your entire world has shifted. You're in uncharted territory." Kyle leaned back against the couch, staring up at the high ceilings. "I keep thinking I should feel relieved, like I should be embracing this new chapter everyone keeps talking about. But I don't know what I want." Dorrit unwrapped the chocolates, popping one into her mouth before passing the box to Kyle. "Listen, change is terrifying. But let's be honest, have you been happy these past few years?" Kyle took a chocolate and let it melt on her tongue before answering. "Not really." Dorrit nodded. "Then maybe the discomfort you're feeling now isn't because you're lost. Maybe it's because you're finally being honest with yourself." Kyle considered that. Maybe Dorrit was right. Maybe the quiet wasn't emptiness, it was clarity. Just then, the front door burst open, and in ran Portia, her youngest daughter, still in her pajamas. "Mom, you won't believe what just happened." Kyle sat up. "What?" Portia grinned. "Sophia just FaceTimed me. She saw a video of a fan saying they spotted you at a jewelry store with a mystery man." Dorrit's eyes widened. A mystery man. Spill immediately. Kyle groaned. There was no mystery man. "I was at Cartier looking at a bracelet for Farah's birthday, and the salesman was just showing me options. Of course, someone had to turn it into gossip." Portia giggled. "Well, it's all over Instagram now." Kyle rolled her eyes, but a small smile played on her lips. Even in the chaos of speculation, the absurdity of her life made her laugh. Dorrit smirked. You know what, darling? Maybe you should let them talk. Nothing says thriving post-breakup like being spotted in Cartier with a mystery man. Kyle shook her head, finally laughing. Oh, Beverly Hills, you never disappoint. For the first time in a long time, she felt something other than sadness. Maybe she wasn't happy yet, but she was on her way.